Roller Coaster Tycoon, I can't even talk. It's so great. This is literally my favorite game of all time. This is one of the first video games I actually fell in love with. I spent mainly all my childhood playing this game. This game by far is so amazing. Like, I have 322 hours logged on Steam, just on Steam. We're not talking about the original Xbox. We're not talking about the app I have on my phone. I even got the mobile app. I paid $6 for the mobile app. That shows you my dedication. I paid $6 for a mobile app. Come on. Like, I'm one of the biggest RCT fanboys out there. I don't care. I am a fanboy. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just letting you know. But before we get to it, I'll need to give you a quick history of the game. This game was developed in 1999 by a Scottish programmer. His name was Chris Sawyer. So he wanted to make a theme park simulator, so he sold this game off to Microsoft Windows in 1999 and called it Roller Coaster Tycoon. The game caught on very well, and the best thing is when it ported to Xbox in 2003, and then a little old me saw that game in a GameStop just randomly back when they sold used Xbox games in GameStops. Used, think about how long ago that was. When they sold used original Xbox games in GameStop. Now they barely even sell 360 games in GameStop anymore. This is how long ago this was. Like, I begged my grandparents to get that for me. They got it. I went home. I played it. I spent so much time on that game. I literally played that game from sunup to sundown. I invested hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of gameplay. Like, trust me. Like, I might have the record for the most time logged on that game. To me, like I said, this is the best theme park simulator out there. Although I have played Thrillville. I played both Thrillavilles. Thrillville is a great game. I love both of those games. But just based on nostalgia alone, like, RCT was the first game I was introduced to. So obviously it's gonna have that, like, bias, like a predetermined bias, you know, like prior knowledge. I had more prior knowledge before I hopped into Thrillville. I was like, oh, there's another game that's like this, cool. Like, Thrillville was great in its own right, but it doesn't touch RCT. It doesn't touch it. The terrible thing is that RCT was the only good game in this series. Like, the game that spawned Farming Simulator, Tractor Simulator, Tractor Trailer Simulator, Nursing Simulator, Pet Simulator, House Simulator, City Simulator, whatever, Business Simulator. The one that spawned all these simulation type games developed maybe two of the worst up and coming games, like sequels, two of the worst sequels, prequels, trilogies, whatever you want to call it. Two of the worst. This was and then on Roller Coaster Tycoon World, that atrocity of a game. That game was a disrespect to the RCT community. That was a disrespect. That was such a disrespect. Like, I felt appalled as soon as I saw YouTube version of that game. I'm like, why are they trying to copy Thrillville? The only main competitor in your genre, you're trying to copy. Okay, Thrillville had the real world. Oh, see, I'm knocking down my phone. I'm so mad. Thrillville had the real world, like the you can walk around in your park. That was their game. Now, don't RCT. You should keep the sandbox over, like you're like Jesus looking over everything, and you're the only one that's in control. Like, you don't need. Sometimes we're just like a heavenly figure. We're just controlling from beneath, not like we're walking amongst the guests and talking with the guests, and we can ride our own rides. That was what made Thrillville unique in its own right. But don't copy that. And then RCT 3, no. RCT, like, the second one was okay. The second one was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. The second one was okay. The scenarios on the second one are huge. Like, just the maps are so big. It's sometimes hard to do anything because the maps are humongous. Like, the maps are humongous on that game. Since this is a review, we will start with the pros first. Number one, this This game has probably one of the deepest customization of any game I've ever seen. You can literally customize everything in the game. Do you need an example? I will show you. See, look, this is just one of the perks I have, and I know somebody's gonna come like, well, this game is 21 years old. Why are you reviewing? I don't care. This game is amazing. But look at the customization options. I can change. Look at this. I can change people's name. Look, I can change the names of my guests. I can change the names of my guests. I can change the color of the rides. I can change the type of sometimes they'll have it where you can change the ride type. You can change the entrances. See, if I want a different entrance, change. Oh, if I want look at all these different pathways I can do. Different pathways, different queue lines. Like I want to make a slanted path. Look at all these trees. Look at all these trees and shrubs and all these stuff. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. I can literally make my own paradise. Look at all this stuff. They have multiple benches. Look at all these signs. I can customize these signs as well. Look at all of this scenery. Look at all of this stuff that I can do. Look at all this. I can even change the colors of the stuff. I don't even know what the color of the themed items. I can change the color of the themed items. Like, what is this? I can change my entrance price on some scenarios. I can change my entrance price. I can do everything on this game. Just the amount of, like, I can change the color of the shirts that my staff are wearing. Look at this customization. It's just so much you can do on this game. Bro, you saw all of the customization. So much to do on this game. This game, like, this boosts the replay value by 1,000,000 because it's so many different scenarios. Like, I've even deleted saves of completed scenarios so I can do them again. Like, that's how crazy I am with, like, this really adds to the freedom element. You have freedom to do anything, unlike a Thrillville where you have power restrictions. You can only build because you have power restrictions. Like, no, I don't want that much realism in my theme park simulator. Okay, maybe I understand with power, but still, it severely limits you to making those spammy 4,000 or 5,000 feet roller coasters because it's a power requirement. You can only do one per scenario. Like, bruh, like, don't limit me like that. Don't limit me. The next is the soundtracks. The music. The merry-go-round music. If you're a real one, you know about Rock Style 3. You know what I'm saying? That's an insider to all my RCT people. You know about Rock Style 3. Like the rock music. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Can we get a sample of some of these what are some of these soundtracks you speak of? What? You have to hear the bangers. Hold on. Like, we going to another part on Coaster Canyon. Look at all these music. Rock Style 3, exactly. You know. Look at all these music options. Look at all these songs. Look at all these bangers. Look at all these songs, bro. And this is even more expansive than the Xbox version. So look at all these songs. That urban style is a banger, bro. What are you talking about? Like, look at this music. All of it, even the merry-go-round music was good, but it gets annoying after a while. I can't lie. The merry-go-round music gets annoying. The third thing we have to add is the ease of ride building. Like, this ride building mechanic is just so simple, so straightforward. Like, all you have to do is press what you want. The ride building mechanic is so simple. If I want to put a ride, I can just place it there. I can delete it if I want to. I can move it somewhere else. Like, I can do so much on this game. I can do as much as I want. Like, the ride building mechanic really makes everything great. And also, you can have certain types of track types based on what coaster you have. See, you can have S-bends, half corkscrews, downward helixes, on-ride photo sessions, which you should spam to make the most money in this game. Block break sections, so maybe you want your coaster starting at certain intervals. You can equip block breaks so they can stay in that same place. You have regular breaks. Some coasters even have booster sections. Some even have crazier and crazier track parts based on whatever coaster design you have. So just again, the amount of customization, like they even got, hold on, they even got the loop-de-loop. They even got the loop-de-loops. Like just the amount of customization and the amount of just things to do when you're creating roller coasters. Because to be honest, you're not going to have fun in this game unless you create your own coasters. If you do a bunch of pre-builts, it's not as fun to see, but it's so much fun to see a design that you made. People riding it, people loving. Oh, this roller coaster is extremely thrilling. So yeah. Number 4 is the amount of content in this game. Look at all these parks. Look at all these parks. These are all the ones that I've done. Look at all these parks. It's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 8 or 9 parks in each scenario. Look, even more that I haven't done. Look at all these parks. There's even more parks. Look at all these other parks. These empty sandbox. Look at these empty. They even have empty sandbox. Look, like they have empty sandbox mode. You can do whatever you want with a huge park. Look at this. Look at the amount of effort they put into making this game replayable. However, not every game is perfect. Well, some games are. But the real cons of Roller Coaster Tycoon are that the AI, the guests are just, they're not smart at all. They wander aimlessly around the park. Oh, guest 3735 has been lost and cannot find the park exit. How dare you make any type of intricate path design? Because the guests will get lost. Oh, guest number 77 is lost and can't find the park exit. Somebody is lost. Or we can't find places to eat. Well, because you're on the other side of the park. Obviously, you gotta walk away over there, or you'll have to bring them all the way back to the park exit so your park rating can go up a little bit. Sometimes I feel like the park rating dips a little slow, a little too fast sometimes when things go wrong. I understand the park rating dips when a coaster crashes, but then all of a sudden now you got people complaining that they don't want to leave the park. They want to leave the park. They want to go home because of the intricate path in their laws. It makes your park rating dip down so fast. What's the point of having security guards and entertainers when my park benches still get destroyed, and I can do a great job of keeping the guests happy without paying $55 a month? I can do a great job of doing that. I can do a super amazing job of doing that. The vomit. The amazing amount of vomit in this game is unbelievable. Like, hopefully I have a way to show you. Hopefully, see, look at this vomit everywhere. Look at all this vomit on these. I know that the nausea rating is only a 2.6, and it's yet vomit all over the pathway. The guests vomit way too much. Look at him. He's holding his mouth right now like he's finna vomit. So then it leads to me having to spam park benches and spam trash cans and spam put bathrooms near rides to lower the nausea rating of guests. Like, really? That's a nitpick. I'm nitpicking at this point. Look at all this vomit. Like, this is just, stop with the vomit. Like, everybody's vomiting everywhere, and then your handymen don't want to walk fast enough. And then they sometimes don't walk right by, vomit on the floor, and sometimes it gets annoying. Another annoying thing is that, you know, that sound when your message when the message pops up there, you know what I'm saying? That is just, bro, that just annoys me. And also the fact that this was the only good game out of the series. This was the only good game out of the series. That really just irked my soul. The sequels after this were so poor that it just makes this game so much better in comparison to the other sequels, because the other sequels were so bad. Wait, how can I not forget about, again, going into, I know I'm switching back to the pros, but going into the customization again, you can also customize your financial, you can customize even your financial ways of, your financial information. Hold on, let me show you. Like, just look at look, I can take out loans and they'll even add on interest, adding to the somewhat realism. I have all my costs laid out in a very organized way, organizing them by months, a very organized way. I can see the amount of money that's coming into my park. I can see my park value grow up. I can see my profit. Look at all this information is easily accessible. I can even host advertising campaigns, marketing campaigns to draw more people into my park. I can also research, put money towards my research funding so I can unlock the rides faster. Look at all this information. Look, I have the month, day, time, even the temp, the forecast, anything. Look, I can check on the guests. I can see what the guests are doing, what they're thinking. I can check on my staff. I can check on all my rides. I can close all my rides and open them simultaneously. Look, it even separates them by shop stalls and guest facilities. Because the other game, on the Xbox, didn't do this. They lumped rides and shops and stalls in one category. But look at this. Look at all this stuff I can do. Look, I can see the park value, the guests in the park, the admission price, how many square feet the park has, my amount of rides, the objective, the awards I won recently. Look at all of the information they give you. Just all these the ride selection, the amount of rides I forgot to mention. Look at all of these roller coaster options. Look at all these roller coaster options. Look at all these rides I have to choose from. I haven't even unlocked all the rides on this particular scenario. Look at all like there's literally over 30 stalls that you can put in your park. There's over 30 stalls that you can unlock. So look at all this stuff. I can include, they can even tell me what's coming up in my development. They can tell me what's coming up. So just all of this information, just everything being available to you makes this game so much fun. In all, for real, my conclusion, RCT is again the best theme park simulator of all time. Just the amount of freedom that you get, the amount of info, just the amount of immersion in the game just makes it so appealing. The replay value is so high. Sadly, the production studio that made this game, Chris Sawyer Productions, shut down in 2002. So then it went into the hands of the other companies and it corrupted the masterpiece that was RCT Classic. It corrupted the masterpiece. It made it into a poop show. You know what I'm saying? It was horrible. The game was trash. The RCT world, trash. RCT 3, trash. RCT 2 was mid. It was mid compared to RCT Classic. I would throw all of my money at any indie developer that even thought about making a type of game like this. We need an RCT 4, like employ the same mechanics you did in the regular one, in the first one. Just improve the graphics, just update the graphics to 2020 standards, and then we have another great theme park simulator. I said I didn't give perfect games. I lied. 10 out of 10. Bro, but anyway, thank you again for watching this review. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about RCT in the comment section. Also, recommend some more games for me to review. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.